how do you get the fourth quarter from Anthony, which has been almost off the charts? How do you get that performance on a more consistent basis over the course of a game?
Sure. Well, we got to get it from our entire team, really. It seems like when our backs are against the walls, when our best comes out, there was a lot of positive stuff in the fourth quarter. Certainly the completion percentage never really had many third downs, if any, in the third quarter. I'm not sure. I think it was just a first and second down type of game. So that's what we got to do. Certainly there's positives in the design quarterback runs. There's positives in the completion percentages. We have to work on being better on our third down game, particularly when it's certain medium to long. We have to get a little bit better in our RPO decision making. So there's some bright spots and some good play and some other areas to work on. And I think collectively as an offense, all of us improving at those things could make us a much better offense and a much more productive offense.
Big picture question about how you think the offense has performed through 6 games, things you think have happened that have been favorable, maybe areas that you think clearly need improvement.
Yeah. Through 6 games, we're 5-1. I think we're second in the conference in scoring by like 0.2 of a point, I would imagine. I think we're, top 3 or 4 in total yards. So the things that we need to do to help the team be successful, I think we're doing. We came into the season saying we wanted to do 2 things specifically: create explosive plays and limit turnovers. I think we've succeeded more in the latter than the former, but our explosive play ratio has improved, particularly this past week when we met our goal. We're doing fairly well on third down conversion percentage, and we've been doing pretty well in red zone touchdowns. So we're never going to reach the standard that we set for this offense because, I know a lot of people, we want to see a touchdown on every drive, and that's just not reasonable. So I'd say that we are trending in the right direction. I'd say that we are playing well, but I think there's a ton of room for improvement for us across the board as an offensive unit.
Going back to Anthony, I just kind of wanted to ask about your general evaluation of his performance against Cal, and did you see him doing anything particularly better than throughout the rest of the season?
Against Cal? Yeah, I think his completion percentage was up over 70, which was a good thing. Threw for over, close to 250, and had positive, yardage on the ground, including the last touchdown. Certainly, I think in the third quarter there were probably some throws that we were either a little bit quick or were off our footwork, and weren't necessarily what we wanted to do. But I think he took a positive step forward. At the end of the day, from a broad strokes perspective, so we're 5-1. It's the basically the top ranked scoring offense in the conference. He's created 12 touchdowns in the air, on the ground, and has only turned the ball over twice. And when you play the position, you assume the mantle of responsibility and the criticism that goes with it. But I think AB is doing a solid job in his role. He's not Marcus Mariota. He's not Dennis Dixon. He's not any of those guys. But he's got to understand who he is and what he does well, and how that's going to contribute to not Justin Herbert, how it's going to contribute to our offensive and team success. You go back to the 19 season, we're averaging as many points, as many yards per game as that team with the NFL Rookie of the Year, an Outland Trophy winner, 5 NFL linemen, Jake Breland in the NFL. I think we scored 21 against Cal and 17 against Stanford and 34 against Arizona that year. So it's all relative. So you can nitpick and talk about stats and completion percentage and all that stuff, but I'll go into a game with AB as my quarterback and believe in his abilities and what he's going to do. And I'm proud to be coaching him because he's a great competitor and he's doing a good job with the offense.